Thanks, Kevin. I'm standing inside of the Taxiarche Archangels Greek Orthodox Church in Watertown, Massachusetts. It's an amazing example of the gorgeous Byzantine art tradition. You'll find many examples of beautiful mosaics and icons that are ripe with symbology here. But what do those symbols mean and what are their origins? We spoke to the people at Byzantine Artworks LLC, the studio that was responsible for a lot of the gorgeous work here. There we found out that Byzantine art used to be used as a secret communication tool.
The symbols that you see here in the studio, aside from the figures, the people, have their roots in early Christianity, where they would use them as a method to communicate meeting points and each other, to know each other by, because at that time in history it was not a sanctioned religion. It was done underground. It was persecuted, as a lot of people know. So those symbols have found their way, they have stayed with the tradition of decoration.
Just like the religion it became a part of, iconography was banned in its early stages.
Iconography has its roots also quite early, but it was not permitted, for the first centuries. But then it became sort of as a grassroots, as a sort of a folk art introduced into the church and slowly became accepted.
Not only was it used to convey secret messages, iconography was used for practical reasons.
Many people years ago were illiterate, so they couldn't have a Bible or the sayings of the fathers or, the histories or the lives of the saints at home to read. So this image, what's called the visual gospel, is what developed.
And though each Orthodox church is unique, you may experience some déjà vu when looking at the icons and mosaics.
There's no room for personal expression in Byzantine, in Orthodox in general, Eastern Orthodox art. Everything follows a certain number of schools which have survived throughout history, which are repeated again and again and again. So in terms of personal expression, different materials, statuary, current trends in art and materials and things like that really don't apply. It may seem to some people as plagiarism or as not very creative, but if you take one artist from the island of Cyprus 1,000 years ago and an artist from Serbia, totally removed from each other, never met each other, totally working completely independently in faraway places, their work will be strikingly similar.
Today, iconography is embraced in Christianity, covering the altars of churches around the world. George Papastamatio, owner of Byzantine Artworks LLC, explained the meaning behind one of the largest symbols in each Byzantine church, the dome.
And it's real, the dome in the church, every building, Byzantine building, has symbolized dogmatic things. We have the cross in the base, we have the dome, and the dome symbolizes the sky. We put the Christ in the center of the dome because the Christ is the son of Dikeosini. It's a difficult word. And we have the prophets between the windows in the dome, and we put them in the top of the 4 columns in the center because they are the reason who they support the heavens in the earth.
Every color has a meaning, every shape has a meaning, every item has a meaning within the painting. It's fascinating stuff, and it's beautiful.
For Encounter, I'm Kate Andrews.